to Would I Lie to You? The show that says if it looks like a lie and sounds like a lie, then it's probably true. On David Mitchell's team tonight, he's the comedian's comedian and the hairdresser's nightmare. It's Paul Foot. And the star of Getting On, where she plays a nurse whose jobs include bathing old people and emptying their bedpans. Forgive me if I don't shake hands. It's Joe Brand. And on Lee Mack's team tonight, a survival expert who can kill, skin and gut a rabbit in seconds. That's the last time I take him to a petting zoo. It's Ray Mears. And a stand-up comedian who, until a few years ago, used to live with her nan. Must have been a bit awkward for her to bring young men home, what with her granddaughter being there all the time. It's Roisin Conaty. And so we begin with round one, Home Truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them. Now, to make things harder, they've never seen the card before, they've no idea what they'll be faced with, and it's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction, and Joe is first up tonight.
Right. Once on Christmas Day, I was forced to hitchhike my way home and was picked up by 4 different drivers.
Please do.
Where were you going from and to?
I was going from London down to Hastings.
How old are you?
I was about 17 and a half.
And because nothing was running on Christmas Day, or you were skint?
No, what happened was I was meant to go home on Christmas Eve, but I missed the last train.
So you started your journey in London?
I did.
And how long did it take to get picked up? For the first bit?
Not long, actually, 10 minutes-ish.
And he said...
Would you like to come back and have Christmas lunch with me? I'm very lonely.
Seriously, he said that?
Yeah.
What sort of a man was he?
He was a gay man in his mid-70s.
How far did you go with him? No. I mean, how far on your journey did you go?
I think he drove me about 10 miles, something like that.
So that's the first person.
Yeah.
And then, do you remember the second one?
A woman.
Yes.
Who picked me up round about the Eltham area, I think.
I like a euphemism early on in the show. We've all been picked up in the Eltham area, haven't we?
Actually, you're more accurate than you realise. She actually did make a pass at me.
This is 2 now?
Well, she said, "Where do you want to go?" And I said, "Down to the coast, please."
Oh, my God. Did she go down to the coast?
Well, what she actually did was she put her arm round my neck and tried to kiss me.
She did. What had led her to believe that this was a possibility? What had happened?
The mistletoe on the wing mirror.
She tried to kiss me, I opened the door and got out of the car and ran away.
Ah, so that explains the second story. Right, now get to the third one.
The third guy was deaf.
I'll tell you what, if this turns out to be a lie, you deserve a medal for making this as least plausible as possible en route to the story. Right? OK, so he's deaf.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I had to write down where I wanted to go.
And you said Hastings on the card?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He didn't say anything. He just started driving.
Oh, that's a bit menacing, isn't it?
He didn't look scary.
And who was the fourth?
The fourth was a farmer. He said that he was fed up with his family, so he took me all the way to Hastings.
So he's having a bad day on Christmas Day and decides to he'd rather drive you to Hastings.
Well, he said that he told his wife he was going out for a paper. That's the only because he dropped me off where I was going.
Did you invite the man in for a mince pie or something? You know?
No.
You didn't even invite him in?
No. Do you think that's a bit weird?
I don't. I think it's the weirdest bit of the story. He's given you a lift all the way to Hastings on Christmas Day. He's the only one who hasn't made a sexual pass at you. He's been entirely honourable. Just give him a little bit of a mince pie and some brandy butter.
So what do you think? There's a lot of detail in there.
I think it's not true.
Based on?
I think it's got too many characters, like a Tarantino film.
The bit I'm doubting is that, wouldn't you just write on a piece of paper, Hastings, and hope someone's going to Hastings, rather than anyone going sort of that way, and I'll just keep getting out and getting out?
Have you ever hitchhiked? You sound very very idealistic about it all. I'm not getting in a car until I go into Hastings. I don't care what day of the year it is. Hastings, no.
Paul does have a point. That's not how it works. You just go a little bit, and then maybe, and that's part of the fun of hitchhiking. It's who you meet.
Don't try and pretend to me you've ever hitchhiked. I know you well enough. Getting at the back of a Mercedes once a week is not hitchhiking.
I've seen it in films, though.
So Ray thinks it's true.
It's got to be true.
OK.
Too wacky to be made up.
So you think they're too wacky to be made up, you think they're too wacky to be true?
Yeah, I think she enjoyed making them up.
So what's it going to be then, Lee?
OK, well, we'll say, be it on your head, Ray, but we'll say it's the truth.
Saying it's the truth. OK, Joe Brand. Truth or lie?
It is true.
Yeah, it's true. Joe did have to hitchhike home on Christmas Day and was picked up by 4 different drivers. Paul, you're next. Oh, dear.
I am absolutely repulsed by beards. When my friend grew a beard, I changed my phone number so he couldn't contact me.
Right, there we are. Lee.
What's his name?
His name is Ben.
Ben. And what did Ben do?
Well, he used to be a child. And when he got older, he was a tree surgeon.
Right. So, what is it about beards that you find so repulsive?
Well, it's just... like the idea of touching a beard is horrible, and it can't be hygienic. I mean, there must be dirt in it.
Look to your left. I think you'd have to go a long way to find a better, more respectfully kept beard than David Mitchell's.
But David Mitchell can afford to have a beard cleaning person. The average beard person, they don't even wash it, do they? It's all dirty, bits of egg in there and all sorts.
You would obviously never consider a beard yourself, then, obviously.
Oh, no,
But on a windy day, surely those bits of hair around the side of your head are going to go over your face, because that's quite long hair you've got there.
But they're all lovely and soft.
Wow.
Whereas when a beard, it's all scratchy and thick hair.
I imagine David's beard isn't scratchy. I imagine David's beard is comforting, soft and welcoming. And I invite you now to enjoy David's beard.
I mean, strictly speaking, it's not your invitation to give.
But you would be doing a great service to Paul.
No, I would
obviously
be.
A troubled
I would
young
be
man.
honoured were Paul
please.
to fondle my face.
Paul, knock yourself.
Leave it to me to invite him. Go ahead if it would give you pleasure.
It does not give me pleasure, that's the whole point. I hate it. But, you know...
Oh, he's doing it, he's doing it. He's doing it.
If this is going to make you throw up, we can both do without that footage on YouTube.
Did you tell your friend why you changed your number?
No, well, what happened is... He used to have a smooth face, and then he grew, and it was a massive beard, and it was all really long and really unkempt, you know, like all long, and then I just couldn't deal with it.
And you've never seen or heard from him since?
Well, I can't, because he hasn't got my number. He can't contact me.
When was this, Paul? How long ago?
2010.
Oh, sorry, I think you say years.
2010 years after the birth of Christ.
I mean, you picked a good example. If you saw an image of Jesus Christ, would you have problems looking at it because of the beard? Or does it have to be a friend that's in your personal space?
I mean, Jesus isn't my friend in that way.
He is, Paul.
Yes.
And he's yours, too. But not yours, Lee. All right, so what's it going to be, Lee? Is it true or is it a lie?
What do we think?
True. Absolutely, every word of it.
It's a lie. It's got to be a lie.
You've done the opposite again. OK, so you're saying it's a lie, you're saying it's true. I'm going to go for true.
You're going to say it's true?
Yeah.
OK, Paul Foote, was that true or was it a lie?
It is true.
Yes, it's true. Paul is repulsed by beards and did change his phone number rather than tell a friend he didn't like his beard. Ray, your turn.
What have we got here? To hone my tracking skills, I used to secretly follow joggers in the woods.
David.
Which woods?
That was in South London back then.
The woods of South London.
It could have been lots of places.
What you're saying is a park. You follow joggers in the
yes.
park.
I jogged through the woods in South London.
I've never followed your tracks, Jim.
No, well, I only jog at 0.03 miles an hour, so I'd be following you.
What does tracking involve? Can you tell me?
Yeah, you're following the marks and disturbances that animals or people or anything leaves as it moves along.
So what is the evidence of a recent jogger?
It can vary. So, for example, if it depends what the jogger's wearing.
Probably running shoes.
But they might have, for example, shorts on or long trousers.
Right, here's a question. Imagine they've got shorts on. What would they leave?
Well, then they would avoid maybe stinging nettles and brambles as they're running.
Whereas
this
the ones with
makes sense.
tracksuit bottoms on are just going right through the bushes.
And you might even find fibres left on brambles as the person passes by that enable you to determine the colour of their garments that they're wearing.
All right.
Can I ask you a question? Have you thought of getting a PlayStation? Just check.
So you could find if they're wearing trousers and are therefore crashing through the nettles and brambles, you can find fibres, and if it's wet, you can see footprints.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
What if they're not wearing trousers and it isn't wet? What,
if they're
how
not
do you
wearing
track them there?
trousers, they're probably not a jogger.
Basic rule, trousers jogger, no trousers dogger. That's the line. Very basic system. You can have a system with these things.
So when you're arriving at the woods, long after the joggers have gone, what do you look for first as the start of the trail?
A muddy puddle, something like that,
Right.
where there's a clear footprint. But then you try to establish maybe the height of the person that you're running. Their personality even shows.
Their personality?
Their personality shows. In
What,
whether
like
they've
things
got-
like, they like jogging?
Whether they're... Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No,
That's what you can learn, isn't it?
Whether they're listening, to music or...
How can you tell if they're listening to music?
You can get a different thing in
Can
the
you
trail.
tell what they're listening to from the rhythm of their footprints? You go, oh, this jogger's listening to samba music.
I'm dying to know.
I can't yet determine what sort of music they're listening to.
No, but how do you listen to music at all?
People move differently.
Rubbish.
Seriously, you
What
have-
a
you have-
nonsense. So, David, what are you going to say? Is it the truth?
What do you think, Joe?
Well, I think it's plausible.
It's certainly a very complete story. What do you think?
I think he does do it.
Well, we think it's true
I
then.
think it's true.
Yeah.
OK. Ray Mears, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
It's a truth.
Yes, it's true. Ray did used to secretly follow joggers in the woods to hone his tracking skills. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. This week, each of David's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to Lee's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Andy. So, Joe Brand, what is Andy to you?
Sandy, and he once helped me break into an ex-boyfriend's house through the dog flap so I could steal all his pants.
Right. Paul, how do you know Andy?
This is Andy. He is a great believer in telekinesis, and together we conduct experiments to try and move objects with the power of our minds.
OK. And finally, David, what's your relationship with Andy?
This is Andy. I once accidentally nudged him into a fountain whilst trying to take a photo of a tank.
Well, there we are. Joe's fellow pants pincher, Paul's psychic sidekick, or David's fountain friend. Lee, where do you want to start?
Joe. Mm-hmm. Just talk us through the incident again.
Well, I was probably about 18-ish, something like that.
Yeah.
And
You just got in
Andy-
from a long hitch, had you?
Yeah. And Andy was a friend of mine. I was going out with this bloke who was a millionaire. We went to a party next door to his house. He ended up snogging someone else at this party.
All right. Who did he snog?
A woman with blonde hair. I can't remember her name.
Roisin.
So I was quite cross, and I just wanted to do something to make my feelings.
And you decided to go through the dog flat?
Yeah.
What kind of dog did he have?
A St Bernard. No. No, he had a fat Scotty dog.
Like a Highland Terrier?
Yeah.
They're tiny.
I know, but I was thin at the time, so I used to be thin when I was a teenager.
You might have been thick, but you weren't, like, 1 foot high. Terriers are like big cats.
I didn't walk straight through the... I wiggled through it. It's like... Yeah.
What was Andy's part in this?
Andy's part in it was that he helped push me through the garden.
Not as easy now, is it? You needed a friend to get you through that time.
Well, a bit, yeah, and he kept watch in case...
Case what?
The neighbours noticed.
Yeah, best way to stop anyone noticing someone going for a dog flat is to have someone stood up next to him.
Yeah, a complete stranger standing next to the door is a bit suspicious.
Well...
When you got in the house, what did you do?
Went to his bedroom.
Yeah.
Got all his pants out of the drawer and all his pants out of the washing basket. Threw them out into the garden. And then we went and chucked them in a bin and then went to the pub or something.
Why the pants? If he's a millionaire, why didn't you take... If you were going to break in and risk getting arrested, why didn't you steal something or break something or write on, like, a painting?
Because a bit of me wanted to do something that he would think was a bit weird. And
did he ever
possibly not know it was me.
Did he ever find out?
I never saw him again.
So you don't know to this day if he ever...
No.
He knows now.
He knows now, yeah.
Well, hopefully he's dead, so he doesn't.
The good thing is, Joe, as long as you've moved on. Blimey.
Right, who else would you like to quiz?
OK, Paul, so you believe that it's possible to move an object with the power of thought?
Yeah, it's not just possible, we've done it.
What things have you moved?
We moved a vase.
You moved the vase? Right. How far did the vase move?
About half an inch.
Right.
About.
How many times have you done this, Paul?
We've moved things about 3 or 4 times.
What other things have you moved?
We moved crisp packet.
Well, they do... Was the window open by any chance?
No, it was full, and there was no wind. There's no way that could have moved. It turned.
It turned. How do you know it just didn't move on its own, without telekinesis?
Well, because if you put a crisp packet in conditions with no wind, it won't just turn.
It could go on its own if it was Walker's.
It's got air in it.
Or skips.
Skips it.
Can you move fruit?
Oh, hello.
But, you know, I couldn't... It would take some time. It takes... And it doesn't work in this kind of environment with sceptical people watching, everyone... or just sort of judging.
Is it better with gullible people?
No.
You've moved a vase, a crisp packet.
Yeah.
You said there were 2 others. What are them?
A remote control.
A remote control. Remote control, what was the last?
A cushion.
Have you ever visually seen anything move, or have you closed your eyes, opened them, and it's moved?
Yeah, we've always closed our eyes.
Yeah.
And...
Do you know what? I think I know what's going on.
No, but neither of us moved. We were both at opposite ends.
No, I know. I'm not doubting you, Paul. I'm just saying your friend Andy might be a bit of a charlatan.
What about David?
Where did this happen then? Come on, tell us all.
It happened at a military museum in France.
Military museum in France. He's taken a photograph of a tank.
Which military museum in France?
Good question.
It was called the Musée des Blindés.
Well, what does that mean in English?
I think it means there's a museum of armour.
Right. He knows I can't argue with him. Say anything.
Whereabouts in France?
I think it's quite near. It's sort of in the middle-ish on the left.
Now you're talking my language.
Yeah.
And what were you doing there?
I was looking around the museum.
Museums, tank museums.
Yeah.
Do you do this often?
Well, we were. Me and I've got a wife now.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm surprised.
It's definitely a lie.
To be honest, I'm surprised that's never come up on the card. You'd never have believed it.
So this is quite recently.
It's last summer.
Last summer, you said, "Darling, it's time for you to know the truth about me." Now it's time to know the real me. Museums, France, come on!
I knew you had a microphone in our bedroom.
So, talk us through the incident with Andy and how that actually happened.
Well, outside the sort of front bit, there's like a piece of artillery and a tank. And I wanted to take a picture of the tank as well, I might, you know.
What sort of tank was it, David?
It was a German tank.
Was it?
A Tiger tank.
A Tiger tank?
Yeah.
So you've taken a photograph of your granddad's tank, and then... and how did it crop up? I want to know the actual mechanics of how he ends up.
I've not taken the picture at this point. I'm trying to get the tank in frame. I was backing away, you know, just slowly, and there was a sort of pondy, fountainy bit, which people...
A what?
A pondy, fountainy bit.
Oh, right. I genuinely thought you were speaking French again.
Yeah.
Okay, pondy, fountainy bit.
Ah. And I just...
you backed into it.
I backed it, I just sort of with my elbow.
Yeah.
And, I don't know, he was obviously...
He was obviously what?
He was obviously... I don't know, I was about to say, you know, I was about to see how that sentence finished myself, Lee. Now I need another runner. Here we go.
This is what I want to know. You've backed into him. There can only be two things. He's either looking at you, and for some reason beyond anything, he just thought, well, I better just stand here and be pushed into the fountain, or he's facing the fountain, in which case, why is a man facing a fountain so far? Was he weeing into the fountain?
He was standing on the rim, eating a baguette.
Was he?
Okay.
Was he? Was he wearing a beret? Did he have onions round his neck?
No.
How deep was the water into which he fell?
About 8 feet.
8 feet?
Not 8 feet. Not 8 feet. No, it was about a foot.
All right, we need an answer. So, Lee's team, is Andy Joe's fellow pants pincher, Paul's psychic sidekick, or David's fountain friend?
David's fountain friend.
Do you think it's David's fountain friend?
Without a doubt.
Well, please tell me at least there's a doubt.
I've never felt more confident.
Wow. Ray, are you of sound mind?
I agree. I agree.
You agree as well?
Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, it was David.
Lee,
David.
you're not as sure?
I'm not sure it's David. Usually I would have dismissed someone pretending that they've moved a vase half-inch. There's something about Paul that makes me think, yeah, he looks like the kind of man who in his own deluded mind thinks he has done it. Which in itself is the truth, isn't it? If you think it's true, then it's true. But I think Joe's stories is the most likely because I've known Jo for some years and I can confirm she is bitter and twisted.
So your two teammates say one thing, you say another. What are you going to do?
So we'll go with David's ludicrous story and say that it was David.
You're saying it's David. OK. Andy, would you please reveal your true identity?
Hi, my name's Andy, and I helped Joe steal her ex-boyfriend's pants.
Ladies and gentlemen, Andy, thank you very much. Which brings us to our final round, Quickfire Lies. And we start with... It's Lee.
A man from Brazil once taught me a very simple noise you can make that will always stop a fox in its tracks.
David's team.
Can we hear the noise?
I'll be honest with you, it's a very instinctive thing, and without a fox,
I'll be a fox. Ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. Can you do fox not reading a book?
No. They know. They know. They know. You dumb, don't know. Ready? Ready? OK. Come on, Mr. Lee. Come on. Stop me, Mr. Lee. Stop me.
I didn't think this would give Rob an impression opportunity.
Come on, Mr. Lee. You can see him in the producer's room. Could we change bear to fox? I can do Basil Brush. I can't do a bear.
But Lee, they can't change what a Brazilian man once told you.
That is very true.
Oh, that was like something out of Poirot, wasn't it?
Did this happen in Brazil?
It was in Brazil, yes.
And what was the noise?
The noise was, I might have to take a little drink to do it properly. I can only stop a fox if I've got water.
Yeah.
Not many people know this, but the fox fears very few things.
It's true, you know.
There is one
That's my bushy tail.
There is one animal. Come on. That if a fox hears.
Yes.
The tone is so weird to the fox, it will scare the fox. And that beast, if I may call it a beast, is the dolphin. And the noise that you make is simply the noise of the dolphin, which I will now demonstrate. The fox comes towards you, and a simple will stop the fox in its tracks.
Can I just ask you, why would you want to stop a fox in its tracks anyway? Foxes aren't aggressive. They don't run towards you.
Foxes are aggressive. They gnaw at our recycling box.
But can I just say, they don't gnaw at my recycling because I have a letterbox and this. They're off.
So was it a recycling gnawing scenario that the Brazilian man was giving you this technique?
No. This was just one of those crazy drunken nights in Rio. That I'll never forget sitting there. I wasn't even talking particularly to this gentleman. No. He was smoking a big fat cigar, and he turned around to me and goes, "You know, if there's one thing that life has taught me, this will always stop a fox in its tracks." Well, and he did that. He blew the smoke into my eyes, and we slept together.
Truth or lie?
Lie.
It's a lie. OK, Lee. The suspense is killing us. Is it true?
It is, in fact, a lie.
Yes, it's a lie. Lee wasn't taught a noise that can always make a fox stop in its tracks. That noise signals time is up. It's the end of the show, and I can reveal that David's team have won by 3 points to 2. But it's not just a team game, and my individual liar of the week this week is Joe Brand.
Thank you.
Yes, Joe Brand. Devious, calculating and shamelessly misleading. If she wasn't a comedian, she'd have made a hell of an accountant. Good night.
Would I lie to you? You laugh till you weep. Joe Brand. He's like Queen Vic's black sheep, Larry Lamb. And their team captain, David Mitchell. And facing them tonight, good at sums, Carol Vorderman. He's a hit with mums, Russell Howard. And their team captain, Lee Mack. And your host, Brydon.
Good evening and welcome to Would I Lie to You, the show that demands each of our panellists lie through their teeth. Now, 1 in 3 adults have lied about reading highbrow literature to appear well-read. But, I mean, when you've read as much Dickens as I have, you realise that's typical of what muggles do. And psychologists claim that laughing at a joke you don't find funny is a form of lying. So, if you're in the audience tonight, prepare for an evening of raucous dishonesty. And so to round 1, Home Truths, in which our panellists turn over a card and read aloud a fact about themselves. Some are true, others are lies that they've never seen before. Can the opposing team separate the truth from the fiction? Carol Vorderman, you're first up. Please reveal all.
On Countdown, if I worked out the number puzzle before the time was up, I used to play a little game.
That's where I've seen you before. So, David's team, what do you think?
What little game?
Well, on the numbers puzzle, you know, you used to do the press the target and the number, and then the target.
And then there's a time limit.
And then there'd be 30. So you had 30 seconds to do something.
Yeah.
Well, most of the time, I'd get the answer before the clock started. So I had 30 seconds.
Before the clock started? So you must have despised the contestants. Sitting there working away for the whole 30 seconds like morons.
What I used to do, I used to get my pen that I would write on the board with, and I used to go round all the props boys, and I used to make them tap the end of my pen, and how many could tap the end of my pen in 30 seconds was the game.
So how many props guys were required in the production of Countdown?
Joe's been on Countdown a lot, so you know how we have someone like Harry or Vince or Stan who do the water pouring.
Carol.
And then
we had.
Oh yeah, tap my pen.
You sat there for lovely longer. Did you ever vary the game at all? Was it always the same game?
Sometimes.
Here we go.
Sometimes I managed to get to the front row of the audience as well. Occasionally,
Oh,
a member of the
come
audience.
on. Those people can't move.
Eh? Did you actually think this game out?
I'll get her next time.
Was this not distracting to the poor contestants who are trying to do some out of shot?
Slightly out of shot, yes.
I feel sorry for this new girl that's doing the numbers, because all the props guy must be going, oh, you'll have great fun on this show.
They would have said to her on the first day, are we going to play Touch the Pen? Got fired for sexual harassment. We always played Touch the Pen with Karen. Well, sorry, I'm just not like that.
David, what are you and your teammates thinking?
Does it strike you as plausible?
I think it's flannel myself.
Flannel. That's a great word. You've been on EastEnders too long now.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I missed a lot of that because as soon as Cal started describing the game, I had a sort of mental absence. I've done Dictionary Corner quite a lot. And
But you couldn't see me from Dictionary Corner, could you?
No, I couldn't.
Well, what I doubt is whether you would be allowed, when the contestants are trying to work out the maths, to run around the studio getting men to touch your marker pen. Yes, well, so we think it's a lie, I think.
I think we do.
Okay.
What a surprise. OK, Carol, is it truth or is it a lie?
It is true.
Now then. Oh. And do you know what? It actually is lots of fun. So, you seriously did this?
It was a ritual, and after about 15 years, it gets funny, really, when, you know...
Wow. That's what we're hoping with this show.
And do you know, when I was being really cheeky, I'd take the top off, and then they all got dirty fingers.
I think you just like to behave outside of society's rules, don't you? I wouldn't be surprised to find out you're an enthusiastic dogger. So, Larry, your turn to confess all.
I used to run a market stall
Yeah.
that only sold hats for dogs.
Lee's team, this shouldn't take long.
What year was this?
It was in There we go.
Larry, we're supposed to go. Here we go. You don't do it about yourself.
No, it was in the 1960s.
The 1960s?
Yeah.
And this was your own business?
I was a lad. I was still at school.
You were still at school, and you thought, I'm going to hit up the booming dog hat market.
I was pretty enterprising lad, I tell you.
Can you give me some...
In Harlow.
What was your top seller?
Harlow. The top seller was a plaid one, funnily enough.
Yeah.
I was going to ask about sizes, because obviously the sizes of dogs...
There were only 3 sizes.
What were they?
They were, well, small, medium and large.
It's a complex system, Carol.
My key question is, how did a dog keep the hat on?
You put it over its ears.
So you crushed its ears?
No, you don't crush it. No, well, I mean, this was the 60s. You didn't worry about those things anyway.
People talking about the 60s again. In the 60s, it was wild, crazy. I've never heard anyone. It was crazy. We used to crush dogs' ears and we'd think of them monkeys. Honestly, crazy time.
Did you make the hats yourself, or did you buy them from somebody else and then sell them on?
No, they were being made in China.
They were being made in China. So you had links with China, despite the fact you were at school. You're chasing this life.
Was it just dogs' hats?
Yeah, the main item then in the 60s, for some strange reason, in Harlow.
Only in Harlow.
Lee, the moment has now come within the game where you guess whether it's the truth or a lie.
All the evidence seems to suggest
It's a great big fat porky.
yes. That'd be a good name for one of his hats.
She's saying it's a lie.
It's got to be a lie.
Lie. It's a lie.
OK, Larry, is it the truth or is it a lie?
It's a lie.
It's a lie. Larry did not run a market stall that only sold hats for dogs. He was far too busy running a kiosk selling cummerbunds to kittens. Russell, your turn to convince us.
I used to put my underpants on my head to cure my acne.
Sounds reasonable enough. David.
Were they on your head like a hat, or were they just covering your face?
No, I only did it at night. I didn't...
Well, you slept?
Yeah.
With like an underpants mask?
Yeah, I'm ashamed to say...
Were these the underpants you'd been wearing the previous day?
No, I'm not a weirdo. I had a system. I was 12, and I really, I was into Nirvana and stuff like that. I didn't want to cut my hair, greasy hair, so I thought, hang on, I can't ask Mum for like a hairnet, so I'll just whack some pants on like that, nice and tight, and then I'll sleep, and I'll wake up and it'll be fine.
If the pants were tight around your head, they must have been pretty tight when you wore them as pants.
That's
just what I was thinking.
I think that's a bit of a clue.
My waist is wider than my cranium.
David, you can't see Daddy. He's all small and withered.
You're saying he tapers to a point?
Yeah, exactly.
And what made you stop?
What happened, I went to the doctors because one of my nipples suddenly went like that and it didn't make that noise. And I went there and I was worried I was becoming a woman or something like that. And my mum chose this moment to go, yeah, and he puts pants on his head at night. And I was suddenly going, we weren't going to chat about that. And the doctor said, in no way will that get rid of your acne. So I stopped doing it.
You had acne at 12?
Yeah.
12?
Acne, and you started to get breasts.
It was a brutal summer. Brutal.
So if I'd have had breasts at 12, I'd never have left the house.
Only one.
So, David's team.
Well, I think it's plausible, because I've worn pants on my head as well.
Have you?
Yeah. In what context did you wear pants on your head?
Well, I think possibly when I was like looking for something to tie my hair back with.
Actually, Joe, what's that in your hair at the moment? Is that...
Obviously, if I had pants on my head at the moment, they'd be the size of a marquee, Lee.
What I like to do every night when I take my pants off, it's a bit of a laugh. As I disrobed, all I've got left now, if you can picture it, is the pants. And what I do is I shimmy them down the length of my legs. First the upper thigh, then they cross past the knee, down the shin. I extract the left foot.
We're only human.
And then I go boom, and I catch him on my head. So, David, what's he going to be?
Do you think yes?
Yes.
I think we're going to say we think it's true.
You're saying it's true. He actually did it. OK, Russell, is it fact or fiction?
Depressingly, it is true.
Our next round is called The Ring of Truth. I'll read out some celebrity facts, and all our team need to do is decide whether they're truth or tosh. Take a look at this fascinating clip of rock and roll star Liam Gallagher.
People were scared to talk about what it actually is that makes a rock star. An example of this is Liam Gallagher, who at various points looked quite androgynous.
What does that mean?
That you have a feminine quality about you as well.
I have a what?
Feminine quality about you.
What does that mean?
Well, you're not just some,
I'm a bird.
No, I'm not saying you're a bird.
What does that mean?
Well, it's like you're not, some 15-stone hog.
What?
You have that kind of androgynous. It's a kind of you got
You've got a bit of feminine in your masculinity. Have I? Explain. How does that mean? I'm a pretty boy, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty good looking. I take care of my hair. A bit obsessed with my hair. You've got to have a decent haircut if you're front. Might have a bang, you know what I mean?
Liam Gallagher there, talking a lot of sense.
I think that makes complete sense. I mean, that's the clincher. You've got to have a bit of a poncy haircut if you're going to be the front man of a pop band. Even I know that.
But that's not.
Even I know if I wanted to be the front man of a pop band, this would not do.
Robert, might I ask you, with your #1 hit single earlier in the year, did you do anything special with your hair?
I just try and hang on to it, basically. Eating a hasty retreat. Thank you for mentioning the single, Carol. Bless you, bless you. Doesn't alter the fact that countdown is over. Here is the related fact for Lee's team. Liam Gallagher once ordered a trampoline from hotel room service, claiming, "I like to bounce." Do you believe it, Lee's team? Trampoline?
Ooh. I love the idea that it's true.
Now, I think trampoline is a good thing, because bed bouncing is a good thing to do, is it not?
Yes, yes.
Jumping up and down.
I'd say it was morally... I think it's morally neutral, I'd say, bouncing up and down. It's not like recycling is a good thing to do. It's fine if you want to bounce, but don't feel guilty if you're not.
Let me give you some facts here. He was staying at the Malmaison, quite a sort of posh hotel in Edinburgh.
The problem with hotels like Malmaison hotels that think they're cool, because they'll try and have got him a trampoline, rather than going, "What are you talking about?" This is a hotel. Do you want to order something on room service? Do you want an ironing board? Do you want any of the normal things? Of course you may not have a trampoline.
We might have been playing that game where you ring room service and just make up something really stupid to see whether they'll... Have you not?
No,
it's great. It's really good fun.
Well,
I like to phone up and say, "I'd like some nuclear material, please."
I think it's absolutely the truth.
You
I think
don't.
it's true. I do, yeah.
I think it's true, and I think it's really...
Oh, yeah.
How can that be the truth? Because he's clearly off his box.
Both think that is true.
What do you think?
My team think it is true, so I think it's true.
All right, OK. I can tell you that, in fact, it's true. Liam Gallagher did once order a trampoline from hotel room service, claiming, "I like to bounce." Other things Liam has done in a hotel room include trashing a telly, smashing some doors and breaking a window. He really is very poor at trampolining. Which means at the end of that round, David has 3 points and Lee also has 3 points. Our next round is called This Is Mine, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. Who knows who they might be tonight? The cook from David's country house, or perhaps Lee's parole officer. Tonight, each of David's team will claim the connection. It's up to Lee's lot to work out who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Liz. Start with you, Joe. What is Liz to you?
Well, this is Liz, and when she was a baby, I accidentally dropped her in a pond.
There will be time. There will be time. Larry, would you tell us what Liz is to you?
This is Liz, who taught me basic bar skills before I went to work in the Queen Vic.
OK. And David, what is Liz's connection with you?
This is Liz, and together we are writing a guide to the castles of Britain.
Extremely plausible. Lee's team, where do you want to start?
I think we've got to start with Joe. What are you talking about?
When I was about 7 or 8, yeah, me and my 2 brothers were looking after Liz, and she was a baby. She was about, I don't know, well, how old is a baby?
Well, I don't know. You decide, Joe, it's your story.
Who was the oldest looking after the baby?
Yeah, that's right.
My brother.
He was how old?
He's a year and a half older than me.
So he was 9.5,
yeah,
and his role was the chief leader of looking after the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what a great job you all did, by ourselves. Apart from the dropping it in the pond bit.
Why were you near a pond?
Because I lived in the country, and there's ponds in the country, Carol.
Being rude to Carol Vorderman's not going to get you out of trouble, Joe.
To be honest,
How did the actual dropping happen in the pond?
We were playing catch with her.
Come off it. You were playing catch?
Just trying to make her laugh, just throwing her to...
Right.
I think we should move on to castles.
I absolutely think we should move on to castles. Yeah. With the first question, what's your favourite and why, Dave?
I have two favourite castles, and they're because castles I discovered as a child.
Right.
And they, not on my own, they've been previously discovered by... One is a castle in Wales, in the Mumbles, near Swansea, and that's called Oystermouth Castle.
It's called what?
Oystermouth Castle.
I can vouch for that.
Yeah, but hang on, we think of
But
vouch
what
for that.
kind of castle is that?
That's a sort of Norman... I think a sort of late Norman kind of castle with a keep and a sort
What do you like about Oyster Castle?
Oystermouth.
I like it because it's quite a sort of traditional, old-fashioned castle with a moat and
An
a wall around
old-fashioned
it.
castle.
They all tend to be traditional. As opposed to these new modern ones with stone cladding.
It has always been irritating to me that very few castles completely adhere to what I imagine being the typical castle.
What was yours again, Larry?
Larry, yeah, what was yours again?
Definitely.
This is the lady who taught me my basic bar skills for when I was working in EastEnders.
And what are the
Working
three
at
most important bar skills that you now have?
My character is supposed to have spent years working in the bar and pub business.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's timing. It's not just a case of, you know, pull a pint. You've got to pull a pint and be talking to a customer, taking money.
What sort of lines might you say, like?
You might say, how you doing, sunshine? Or
Did you go to her and she come to you?
No, you go to her.
And is that near the studios?
Like, this has been years of...
They've been doing this for evidently 8 years. I've only been there for a year and a half, and it's just an induction thing. So automatically, what happens?
Did Barbara Windsor go?
Barbara Windsor had to go after, because she's been there for sort of nearly 20 years.
So for 20 years, then they said, OK, it's been OK so far, but we've decided, suddenly... The first 14 years was great, but now it's about time you had a bit of bar training, because we can't keep putting up with you missing that pint anymore. Pouring it over your head and then your bra falls off.
We need an answer. So, Lee's team. Is Liz Joe's pond playmate, David's fellow castle expert, or Larry's bar tutor?
What do you think, Russell?
I think castle.
Why do you think castle?
Because Dave's an intelligent man and will have lots of little hobbies and stuff.
This is definitely Larry. It's definitely. It's not Joe. That's completely inconceivable. You would not give a very small baby to three very young children, even in the 60s.
Who went in the water to get the baby out?
My brother Bill.
No.
Well, because he had the right beak shape.
Lee, I'm going to push you for an answer, Lee.
I'll say that.
You're saying it's Larry.
I don't think any of them.
Okay.
It's true.
Liz, would you like to reveal your true identity?
I know Jo. She dropped me in a pond when I was a baby.
Yes. We've actually got a photo of the two of you together. Liz, congratulations. I don't know why I'm congratulating you for being thrown into a pond. And thank you so much for coming, Liz. Yes, it's actually true. Liz was dropped in a pond as a baby, and it was Joe who accidentally dropped her, and then accidentally skipped away laughing. She also accidentally strapped her to a breeze block and tied her up in a sack full of kittens, but it's Joe, ever so clumsy. Which brings us to our final round, quickfire live. Lee's team are currently behind, so they need to do better here. And we start with... David?
Possession.
Ah, well, you have to reach under your desk and lift out your box.
Okay.
Yeah?
This is a letter rejecting me from a job at McDonald's.
Lee, what do you reckon?
Could you read it out to us, please, David?
Reference CM1156-P. Dear David, thank you for your recent application to work at the Abingdon branch. Unfortunately, at this time, your application has not been successful. Thank you for your interest in our company. Yours sincerely, Martin Danks.
And when was it dated, please?
It's dated the 19th of July, 1990.
And you will have been...
I will have been...
mortified.
Yes. I never really bounced back from that. I would have been just 16.
Does that add up, Carol?
He's 52.
Part, yes.
I don't want to bring back unhappy memories for you, but what did you feel you could have brought to the company?
A certain nervous energy. a culinary snobbishness that is lacking. A fear of interacting with customers. And an equal fear of frying chips.
I think Dave could have closed them down just by having people come and go, "Give us a burger." "You don't want a burger, my friend."
I would not at that age have had the confidence to refer to someone as my friend in that way. Why? Don't look at my face.
What do you think, Carol?
I think it's a lie, but I don't want to sway you on this because we need the points.
I reckon he's kept it. He's a peculiar mystery. Look at him.
This is why I don't like people looking at my face.
So, Lee, you're saying...
I have to say that I think that's probably...
True, it's true, it's true, it's true.
It's a lie.
I say it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie? OK, David, time to own up.
It is, in fact, a lie.
It's a lie. Because David has never even been to McDonald's, although he was...
Of course I've been to McDonald's.
The next joke is he went to visit Lee.
Can I please be allowed to read the auto-cue joke?
Okay.
David has never even been, although he was once mildly tempted to pop in and sample their short-lived McPheasant zinger.
Excellent. Good work.
Good work,
the joke computer.
Lee.
I once picked up a hitchhiker and scared him so much he cried.
David, do you believe him?
Where were you driving?
I was going from, I think it was from round Norwich area, somewhere there.
Round Norwich to...
Presume somewhere between Norwich and
How
Yarmouth.
did you scare him?
What happened was we were driving along. He got in the car and he said... first
You
he
were
said...
driving along and you got in the car. Well, that's already dangerous. Like you were sort of running to keep up.
Yeah. It was an ice cream van, so I grabbed him by the hair and pulled him in.
Yeah.
That's how I used to get them. And my car used to have problems because it was a problem car. And I pulled over, right? I pulled over and I went round the back because I used to have to hit the engine to get it going again. And it all went wrong and we pulled over. So I said, I'm just getting in the back because I need to get a hammer to give it a whack. And as I went back, I said, I thought it'd be funny to say, "Don't worry, I'm not going to kill you." So I went round the back of the van and got a hammer out, went back to the front, and as I was walking past to the front of the car with the engine lifts, I looked in like that, and I just saw him go like that, and he just wiped a small tear from his eye, because I think he genuinely thought, I'm going to kill him, and he was a bit worried.
Maybe cried. That's a very odd response to immediate mortal danger. to just slightly well up. I call that a more end of the It's a Wonderful Life reaction. Oh dear, I am to die, it appears. Rather than, get out of the car, run! But just notice a slight welling up. Ah, well, all things come to an end.
David, what do you reckon, then?
I think the stuff about like having a dodgy car that he has to hit in a certain way with a hammer to get it going. I think that side of it.
Well, let's just leave it at that then.
That's the bit of it that doesn't ring true to me.
Flannel.
Larry, what do you say? I mean, you've got a good flannel detector. Would you?
I think it is. I think it's flannel.
I think, well, I actually think it might be slightly true, but I'm going to go. I'm not convinced it's true, so I'm going to go with the team, and we'll say it's a lie.
Not going to rock the boat. No. OK. Lee Mack.
I say that it is indeed the truth.
It's true. Lee did once pick up a hitchhiker and scared him so much that he cried. Even Lee now admits it probably wasn't a good idea to shut him in the boot with the other hitchhikers. And that is the noise that signals the end of the round and the end of the show. And I can reveal it's a draw with 5 points on Lee's team and 5 points for David's team. But it's not just a team game. My individual liar of the week is Joe Brand. I had my suspicions about Jo the second I saw her park in the disabled bay and limp into the studio. Welcome to Would I Lie to You, the show where dishonesty is sometimes the best policy. On Lee Mack's team tonight, a woman who 30 years ago gave up nursing to become a comedian. So if you're in a waiting room hoping she'll be out to see you soon, she won't. It's Jo Brand. And a former Labour MP who, when he appeared on Strictly, was described by the other contestants as a good hugger in times of need. Let's be clear. There'll be no times of need tonight. Please welcome Ed Balls. And on David Mitchell's team, a former Pussycat Doll, dancer and TV personality who's also released a fragrance. I did that once. I blamed it on the dog. Kimberly Wyatt. And a comedian who once snogged 2 Spice Girls, providing the inspiration for their big hit, Stop Right Now, Thank You Very Much. David Baddiel. And we begin with round 1, Home Truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before. They have no idea what they'll be faced with. It's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction, and we're starting tonight with Ed.
Don't let me down, you've had years of training.
I once negotiated the Home Office budget whilst crawling through a children's ball pit.
Right. David.
What was your job at that point?
I was the economic advisor to the Chancellor to the Treasury, and so my job to sort out public spending.
When you say negotiated it, who else was in the ball pit?
I was the only person employed by the government in the ball pit, but I was on the phone to number 10 Downing Street to arguing about money.
Do you have children?
Yeah.
Why had you gone into the ball pit? Was it for a private sort of ball area to discuss the Home Office budget, or the children you were responsible for getting in trouble with the ball?
There was a younger one which was in quite a lot of trouble.
So you'd gone into the ball pit to extricate some ball-based crisis?
On the phone.
So the call started before you went into the
I'm just sitting there having a coffee.
Yep.
So what was the crisis?
Phone rings. David Blunkett wanted more police officers.
What was the crisis in the What was the political crisis? What was the problem in the ball pit that made you go in?
Yeah.
There was screaming and cries for help. It was a blockage.
And there are tunnels and things, are there?
Tunnels and slides, and
right.
the way it works is you have ball pit, tunnels, kind of ladders.
This
all
is
sorts
Tommy
of stuff.
Cooper, if you should. Ball pit. Tunnels. Ball pit, tunnels.
Can I just ask, was the blockage balls or was it a child?
I think
If you
was,
went in there, wouldn't you have caused a bigger blockage?
It was. But sometimes you just got to go in.
Who has rung you up?
Jeremy Hayward. He was the principal private secretary to the Prime Minister, and he's now the Cabinet Secretary. The problem was David Blunkett wanted the police officers. We didn't have enough money, and Jeremy was ringing me to try and sort out the problem. And I'm on the phone, and suddenly the cry comes. And do I admit to Downing Street that I'm in a children's ball player, or do I try and bluff it out? I didn't want to admit that I was more focused on children's ball areas than sorting out.
You're right about that, Ed. That wouldn't have helped.
So let's go through the phone call. I will be the person. Who was the person that called you?
Jeremy Hayward.
Jeremy
He's the
Hayward.
Cabinet Secretary of the country.
OK, so and what sort of person is he? Give me something to work with.
Nice guy. So he rings up and says, we've got a problem.
No, Ed, you don't understand. I want the voice. Is he northern, southern, old, young?
Sounds exactly like Tom Jones.
Excellent. So listen. Was he old, young, north, south?
My age.
Your age, quite old. He's north, south.
At the time we were young.
You were young.
He's sort of southern, I would say.
OK, Ed, we've got a real problem. Oh, look, he's working up there.
So I'm like this.
OK.
And I'm talking to him, I'm saying, you know...
I'll play a ball blockage.
And then I'm saying...
I'll be a child.
I'm saying...
Help!
It's not clear, it's not clear, it's value... It's not clear. It's not clear, it's value for money.
I'll tell you what, there's your publicity shot.
So, Ed, how did this all resolve itself? Did
we got the police officers in the end, but not the...
Not
Ed, we're not so concerned about... We're worried about the children. The children. I mean, I'm wondering, do you still have access to them?
Basically, I grabbed the legs and I pulled.
Yeah?
Pulled him out.
Out he came.
And was it your child?
I don't... this is entirely possible.
It is?
Yeah.
I think it's true.
The only thing that makes me doubt it, really, is the coincidence of the balls at the location and the balls in Ed's surname.
That's why you doubt it?
That's why I doubt
Really?
it. Yes, because that's what makes it something that someone would have invented and written on a card to be read out for a television programme.
What do you think, Kimberly? Does it sound truthful to you?
There's a big part of me that does think it's true. Yes. Because I think that Ed Balls, every time he talks about things, the job comes first.
Oh, always.
So I could see him kind of going through the ball pit, making sure that this sort of came first, but still making sure, because he's a lovely guy, making sure the kids are okay.
He's a great guy.
You're the captain, but if your only quibble is the pun of balls and balls, then I think we should ignore that and move forward.
I think it may be too late to ignore it. You both think it's true. We'll say true.
You're going to say it's true. OK. Ed, truth or lie?
It is, in fact, true.
Yes, it's true. Ed did negotiate a Home Office budget whilst crawling through a ball pit. Kimberly, you're next.
Okay. My ability to do the splits proved invaluable when my car broke down.
Wow. Lee's team.
To establish the facts, can you do the splits?
Yes, I can.
Well, here's an interesting thing, because may I be the first to say, Kimberly, that you... I mean, I'm taking a risk saying it, but are pregnant.
I am pregnant.
Thank God. We wouldn't ask you to do the splits now, obviously.
If you wanted to see the splits,
Not
I
whilst you're
can
pregnant.
do them.
You could do the splits now, even though you're pregnant.
Yeah.
What are you, some kind of freak?
Let's hold that for a
I'm a
minute. Let's hold
dancer.
that. For now, let's assume she can.
Hang on. The whole nation now wants to see
You're turning down the chance
splits.
to see a pregnant pussycat doll do the splits. I can't believe it.
It's not the whole nation. It's roughly half.
That is so untrue.
Okay, ready?
Whoa!
Kimberly, I'm very happy to tell you, it's a boy.
OK, let's assume that she can do the split.
She can do the split.
But the
We
card,
thought-
yeah, but well, the card doesn't say I can do the split, does it? The card says... What did the card say again?
My ability to do the splits proved invaluable when my car broke down.
OK, so what happened?
Yes.
So I was driving to LA to look for a job as a dancer, and my car started smoking and like leaking. So I pulled to the nearest truck stop or
Petrol station.
Petrol station. Thank
Services.
you. Yes, and wanted to fix the car myself. So I intended to lift the bonnet.
Good start.
Assess the situation and fix it.
Right.
But the bonnet of the car was really heavy.
Can I not just check? Don't you lot call it the hood?
I do, but I've been living here for 5 years, so my language is starting to shift.
Or get better, as we call it.
My husband says he's fixing me, yes. So the bonnet is really heavy, and the thing that holds the bonnet up is nowhere to be seen.
Oh, dear.
I'm in a pickle. So I look...
Is your leg about to...
So I look for a
you're not going to
stick.
tell her. No way. Is that where this is leading?
I know I want to put oil in my car, and I need 2 hands to do it.
No.
So the
No
shop helped me
way.
make like a funnel, and I had the other hand with the oil, but I
No.
needed to get the bonnet up. So I used my leg.
No.
Why couldn't you
so
get
I
a truck
could
driver?
fill the oil.
Whoa. Oh, even better. There was someone helping you with the thing. Why didn't you say, actually, is there any chance you could order? And that's when the little Welsh helper said, no, I think it's better that you do it. I think it'd be better if you did it.
So the hood is up, you've got your leg up. What happened then?
Then I was putting oil in my car, in the engine. I heard a couple of guys chuckling
While doing the splits?
while doing the
Why
split.
didn't you ask the guys to help you?
Well, you know what, Lee? That's exactly what happened. I turned around and I said, do you want to help me?
And
they
these two
both-
chuckling guys, they weren't the Chuckle Brothers, were they?
They may have been. They
Right.
crossed their arms and said, mm-mm,
No.
and continued to laugh.
So is there not a world in which you can put everything on the floor, lift the hood up with one hand,
yes.
take the lid off, get the funnel, put the funnel
Hang on,
in...
where are you putting the chicken and the fox?
I suppose you're reaching down a bit, but I suppose it's tricky. But it would definitely be... It would be tricky, but it would be higher up the list than I'll use my foot.
So what do you think? Is it the truth?
Well, I'm torn here because I wouldn't give it a moment's thought. This is definitely a lie. But she can do it. She can stick her leg in the air quite high.
It's a lie, she can do it, but she didn't need to do it. She wouldn't have done it.
What I can't believe is that if 2 old gits won't come and help you, of all people, to do your car, then America is finished. So I kind of don't believe it, really. I can't believe that 2 people wouldn't
Because
help.
this has turned the British
If it
public.
was me...
Up until now, we were quite positive about your country.
The special relationship ends
It
here.
ends now.
So, Lee, what's it going to be?
So you're both saying a lie. I'll go with my team and say it's got to be a lie.
It's a lie. Kimberly, truth or lie?
It is true.
No way!
Yes, it's true. Kimberly did hold her car bonnet open by doing the splits. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. Now, this week, each of Lee's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to David's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Billy. So, Ed, what is Billy to you?
This is Billy, my karaoke partner. When I let rip as Lionel Richie, he was my Diana Ross.
Joe, how do you know Billy?
This is my neighbour, Billy. I once stole his wheelie bin, then texted him instead of my husband to tell him what I'd done.
Right. Finally, Lee, what is your relationship with Billy?
This is Billy. He drives a barge. And once, whilst I was enjoying a view from a bridge, I accidentally dropped my ice cream on his head.
There we have it. So, is Billy Ed's karaoke companion, Joe's dustbin donor, or Lee's sticky skipper? David's team, where do you want to begin?
We'll start with Ed. What was the karaoke occasion?
It was a event at the Labour Party conference in Manchester.
What is Billy politically?
He's involved in the trade union movement.
Oh.
All right.
Oh.
And did you know him before?
Of course, yeah.
And you were singing what song?
Endless Love.
Endless Love. OK. Can you do it now?
Do you know the bit in the middle?
Yeah. It's not the version of Endless Love I know.
Have you not heard the Morse code version before?
You know it's a ballad, don't you, Endless Love? It's a slow ballad.
You see, I don't know anything about music, as you know. I disapprove of it. But Endless Love I've heard of as a song, and I reckon if I heard it, I would recognise it. That hasn't happened yet. And you said that you were Lionel Richie and that Billy was Diana Ross.
It's a difficult leap to make, to picture Billy. I mean, he's not a natural Diana Ross, is he?
No.
We don't know what Billy sounds like. That's the great handicap.
Or indeed what Diana Ross looks like off stage.
When you were doing this, how many people were there?
About 250.
And you sang in front of 250 people?
Yeah.
Goodness me, all right.
And they call for more.
More what?
Drink.
Or drink.
So this is like an evening event at the Labour Party conference?
Yeah, in 2010.
So who's there? Is it?
It was at the end of the Labour leadership election campaign.
Yeah.
And I didn't win the election, but we had the best end of campaign party by far.
Well, that's the main thing, isn't it?
Perhaps you'd expected... The thing is, you shouldn't start planning the end of campaign party too early. Maybe the more slapdash end of campaign parties are, ironically, at the end of the more focused campaign.
All right, so who would you like to quiz next?
Joe, he is your neighbour.
Yeah.
I've been to your house.
Yeah.
I never saw him.
He was out with his mates, Stan and Fred. They were doing the Supremes that night.
Why did you target Billy's bin?
Because actually in the past, Billy had taken our bin.
Had you been binless since Billy stole your bin?
No, he swapped them over because our bin's nicer than his. And on a couple of occasions, because when the bin men come down the road, they don't always distribute them back outside the houses. That'd be like, so you have to go down the road looking for... And on a couple of occasions, I noticed he'd slid our bin into his drive.
He'd swapped your bins,
yeah.
And had you swapped them back?
Yes. Yeah.
So
it was a chain reaction.
And had you then...
Brilliant. Brilliant.
I know what David's going to ask. Why did I steal Billy's manky bin?
Yes!
Yeah. Just for the hell of it, for a joke. I just took it, right, and I hid it.
Explain the text message thing. I didn't quite grasp that.
Well, I meant to send a text to my husband saying, guess what? I've just stolen Billy's bin, so knickers to him. Sorry, Billy. And unfortunately, I sent it to him.
Joe's husband is called Bernie, and he is called Billy. So it is possible that they are close on her phone.
Oh.
Yes, that's
very good.
That is
very good.
Are you friends with Billy?
I thought you were going to say you're friends with
Bernie.
No, not really.
Not anymore, no. I'm not too close to Bernie, but I'm a bit too close to Billy.
How did he react? Once you'd sent the text to him, did he respond to you? How did it go?
Yeah, he texted back, I don't think this is meant for me.
Right. I think here's the problem. I think Joe has definitely done this with someone in her neighbourhood, but is it Billy?
Whereas...
I don't know if it's him.
Whereas Lee definitely hasn't dropped an ice cream on a bar. We know that.
That's an assumption.
No, and I'm very happy to spend up to 40 minutes of my life pointlessly discussing it. So, Lee, tell me what Tell me what happened with you and the ice cream.
I was on a bridge. I was admiring the view.
What bridge?
What is a bridge? It spans water.
Yes, which
Where
bridge?
is the bridge?
The bridge was just over the water.
Which water?
The water under the bridge.
Name the waterway.
I was on Richmond Bridge, which was in... Oh, no, where is it? Well, anyway, I was on Richmond Bridge, and the water in question was, in fact, the River Severn. I'm not an idiot. You won't be able to get me, mate. River Thames.
Yeah.
A barge went past.
Yeah. And you had an ice cream, so it was summer, was it?
Might have been. You can get ice creams in the winter nowadays, you know.
What sort of ice cream?
Like that one, but it's something in my hand.
This is...
So, yes, I was holding an ice cream.
A cornet.
Pardon?
A cone or cornet,
Yes.
as they're called.
Yeah, I was holding
What
ice cream.
flavour of ice cream? What flavour of ice cream?
Your standard vanilla.
Okay.
Standard vanilla.
Standard vanilla, yeah.
Okay.
That was a lovely Adamant song, wasn't it?
The instruction reaction! You did it!
What events took place for the ice cream to fall out of your hand?
I was leaning over the bridge. I'd done all the things you're supposed to do when an ice cream is melting. I told the little one to lick the edges.
The little one?
The little one, Rob. So I've got my cone. I'm looking over the edge of the bridge like that, and I'm looking at the water, I'm looking at the view, and I'm looking round. It's all very lovely. And I heard that noise you hear, that... And, of course, it was Rob speaking Welsh. Which apparently is Welsh for no, lick your own edges. And that's when, beneath my legs, beneath the bridge, beneath my legs, slid a large barge, and I looked over like that, and I thought, oh, that's a nice barge, I thought.
You really craned over to get a good view of the barge.
I did.
Taking your ice cream with you across the thick stone balustrade. Right over. Come with me, ice cream. Maybe you'd like to see as well. Just vanilla. Let's have a look.
I didn't go the full, not 103, 90 degrees. I sort of did a 45. I sort of leaned over that. But as any man will tell you, or woman, you only have to lean, what, that much, and your ice cream can go.
So Billy, can I move on to Billy?
Please move on to Billy.
Was he standing like that?
Standing exactly like that, and then in front of him a massive boat.
So he's not actually, because he's standing a little bit like those women on the end of big boats used to...
I'll ask you a question, David, right? Is he standing more like a man on a barge or more like Diana Ross?
All right, we need an answer. So, David's team, is Billy Ed's karaoke companion, Joe's dustbin donor, or Lee's sticky skipper?
Only in the Beano would an ice cream land on a bald man's head in that way. Although, what do you think, Kimberly?
I think it's between Joe and Ed.
Right.
Am I not getting a look in at all?
No.
Good, because even I was doubting it.
I could see Ed and Billy arm in arm singing karaoke.
I sort of think it's Joe, because I could believe that Joe would... you know, unnecessarily reignite some unpleasantness in her street.
All right, so what are you going to say?
It's a terrible, terrible story, but I'm afraid I think it's
You're
true.
going for Joe?
Joe.
I think we are going with Joe.
OK. Billy, would you please reveal your true identity?
I am Billy, and I was the Diana Ross to my Lionel Richie.
Billy really was Ed's karaoke companion, and it gets better.
Oh my gosh.
Interesting new definition of the word better.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a treat. The lyrics are on the auto cue just there, OK?
I can't see the words.
Listen.
That's it. That's what we want.
Right, I'm going to hold it for you, OK? Music maestro, please.
My love, there's only you in my life. The only thing that's right.
This is your bit, Billy. This is your bit. Not yet.
My love, you're every breath I take. You're every step I make.
ready, eh?
And I want to share all my love with you. You know I can do. Oh, you know I can do mine. And you tell me how much you care. 'Cause all my love inside, I'll give it all to you. My endless love, my endless love. What are we doing?
Which brings us to our final round, quickfire lies, and we start with... It's David Baddiel.
In a quest to improve my jawline, I once bought myself a chin gym.
Please, team.
Right. I think that's true.
What's a chin gym, first of all?
A chin gym is a device to help you if you have a double or triple chin, and it's like a sort of L-shaped bit of plastic, and you bite it really hard, and then you have tiny little weights that you put on the other end of it, and you're like, ah! And then you take weights off, put them back on again. That's a chin gym.
What was the thing you were trying to solve? Was your chin particularly weak, or was it just fat? What was the diagnosis?
I have a beard, and I only really have a beard because I have a double chin. And I think, wrongly, obviously, that this gives me the illusion of a jawline. And the reason that I have that is that the chin gym didn't work.
How many times a day did you have to do it then?
Well, one of the things about the chin gym is you can do it whilst you're doing something else. While you're writing, for example, while you're watching telly, you can do it. While you're reading.
But you were really trying to tone up your chin, were you?
Yes.
Try to tone it. I mean,
You're saying this as if you can't think of the idea of toning up your chin.
I can't.
That surprises me.
All you can do is build muscle up, can't you?
There's no muscle in your chin.
There's no muscle there.
Yeah, there is
what I'm
muscle in
saying.
your chin.
Yes, there's muscles
I know there's muscles
everywhere.
everywhere, but I mean,
jaw.
this is all. I'm feeling this, and I'm feeling a lot of. Don't touch me, balls.
Don't touch me, balls.
Can I ask you, because when people exercise in the gym, they'll often put on music. So would you put on The Eye of the Tiger or...
There aren't that many chin-based...
Chin, chimmery, chim, chimmery, chim, chimmery.
Good point, although you called it chim-chimmery, which I think is wrong.
Chimney.
Chim-chimney.
It's not chin. Chinnery. What would a chinnery be? A place chins were stored. Like a serial killer would store the chins of its victims. See the chinnery.
What kind of serial killer is that?
A very eccentric serial killer. I only keep the chins.
How long did you stick with it as a method? How long did you?
Well, it was
go
in
with
my house for about 7 years, but I used it perhaps twice.
Twice? So what do you think? Is he telling the truth?
Well, I think it's true.
You do?
Oh.
Yeah, I can imagine people being a bit desperate to get rid of their double chin and thinking...
But it's the way
I'll
he's
have a go
but the way
at
he's
this.
described the contraption, I'm just thinking it's nothing that a ruler and a small can of beans wouldn't sort out. You're saying...
Well, I think it could be true.
Well, then let's say it's true, shall we then? We'll go for true.
All right.
Preposterous, but true.
David, the chin gym, truth or lie?
It is true.
That noise signals time is up. It's the end of the show, and I can reveal that the scores are tied. It's a draw. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Good night.
Sue Perkins is back with Richard Osman and Josh Widdicombe tonight on BBC Two. Nish Kumar and Catherine Ryan join the fun in new Insert Name Here at 10. And go online for new comedy slices from BBC Three with Sticky.
Welcome to Would I Lie to You, the show with unvarnished truths and highly polished lies. On David Mitchell's team tonight, a comedian who hosts the spin-off show to the Great British Bake Off. She's just in it for the dough. It's Jo Brand. And a young Welsh comedian who likes nothing better than dressing up in sequins. We've got so much in common. It's Kiri Pritchard McLean. And on Lee Mack's team tonight, a stand-up comedian who came here from Germany 17 years ago. I'm thinking his visa must have expired by now. It's Henning Wehn. And Christmas Day, Pancake Day, please welcome my favourite, Simon Day. We begin with round one, Home Truths, where our panellists read out a statement from the card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before, they've no idea what they'll be faced with, and it's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Jo, you're first tonight.
Oh, OK. I once ignored a fireman's order to evacuate a building because I assumed he was just a bloke in fancy dress.
Please, team.
OK, when was this?
When I was at university in 1841.
Were you the only person who didn't leave?
No, I don't think so. It was a student party. It was sort of fancy dress.
Oh, you were all in fancy dress? OK.
Yeah.
What had you gone as?
I think I took a pretty easy option and I went as a Roman.
Well, what were you wearing?
Yeah.
A sheet.
It's not a Roman.
Oh, not a Roman soldier, just someone who's around in the Roman era.
A senator, not a centurion.
A Roman or a ghost?
So, first of all, where was the fire? Was it in your room?
Well, it was a fire alarm. I wasn't in the proper party bit. I was in my room with the door shut.
So how did the firefighter get in touch with you if you were locked away in your own room?
Well, he banged on the door and went, "Fire service."
With all due respect to your sheet, you must have been quite impressed with his costume.
It was.
How did the conversation go?
Right, I was in my room with someone else. We were busy.
Who were you?
Is this how the fire started? Because I know what you're like, Jo. You like to set fire to them.
So actually, we were revising.
Oh, right. What was he dressed as? You were a Roman. What was this other person?
He wasn't dressed as anything.
So there's a banging. And
There's a banging on the door.
And you stand... Now, Jo, I expect better of David,
Rob.
who was the first person to titter. Let's try and have a level tonight, please. Jo, there was a banging.
On the door.
Banging,
yes.
banging, banging, banging. And then you heard the door. What happened?
What happened was this guy shouted, "Fire, please leave the building," right?
Yes.
So I just thought it was some drunk bloke mucking about.
Yes, yes.
So I said, "Could you please go elsewhere?"
What was your gentleman caller's reaction? Or was he still unconscious?
My gentleman caller was the same as me, very entertained.
What do you think, Henning? Is she telling the truth, yeah?
There is a few inconsistencies in that song.
Like?
Well, the thing about the fire, I don't believe.
We could stop there.
It's not, to be fair, an inconsistency, is it? There's nothing inconsistent about it. It's just it either happened or it didn't. It's not like a fire and I was in a lake. That would be an inconsistency.
So you're picking holes in Henning's command of the English language. Yeah. Perhaps we should continue the rest in German to give him a fighting chance, yeah? Well, Simon, what are you thinking?
Part of me thinks it could possibly be a lie.
You're going to say lie because you think that this story has got inconsistencies?
Yeah.
Just trying to annoy David now.
I think I go with Simon.
So you're going to say it's a lie?
Oh, absolutely. With them kind of inconsistent.
OK. Jo, were you telling us the truth or were you telling a lie?
It was, in fact, the truth.
It's true. Jo did ignore the fireman because she thought he was in fancy dress. Henning, you're next.
I consider myself a train vigilante.
I don't think you need to read anymore.
And enjoy clamping down on passengers who break my strict code of conduct.
OK, what's the code of conduct, Henning?
I just think when you travel on public transport, you have to consider others.
Oh, was it you consider yourself a train vigilante or trained vigilante?
No, train.
Train.
Oh, train.
I thought you said train.
No, I thought you said train.
Yeah.
Would you, for the sake of some of the dimmer panellists, would you read it again, please?
I thought you said trained.
I have to be honest, I thought you said trained as well.
I think maybe you did say trained vigilante. How many people here think you said trained?
Would you please read
I mean,
it again?
Brexit doesn't make me leave, but you lot definitely. I consider myself a choo-choo vigilante and enjoy clamping down on passengers who break my strict code of conduct.
It's interesting you said clamping down. What would you clamp down on?
What I would consider out of orderness.
So can we just run a couple past you?
Yeah.
Someone with their feet up on the seat.
They might get a stern look.
Okay.
What else don't you like? Give him another example.
So imagine I'm sitting there. Imagine I'm sort of a large, threatening figure.
My God, David, give us a minute. Oh.
And I'm playing some, you know, some
Rachmaninoff.
frightening popular music. Yeah, absolutely. Some Rachmaninoff. And it's very loud on my phone there in front of me. What do you say to me?
I'll do the music, right? You can nod your head, and you, Henning, can walk over and tell him. Okay, so first of all...
What I do is...
I haven't started the music yet.
Rachmaninoff, yeah?
It's Rap-maninoff.
Train speed it up.
Rob, that's beatboxing, that's not rap. Sorry. Am I right?
I get up in the morning and I have some tea. I like to drink some tea.
That's not rapping either.
And that's not... Also, rhyming is not the same if you just use the same words I'll have some tea because I like to have tea.
What? It was under a lot
you
of
ever
pressure.
thought of doing the new Eminem film? You can have a proper battle.
I see a really imposing figure.
Yeah, that's me.
I'll have a look what the numbers are and the rest of the carriage. How confident I am. Nah, he's too big.
All right, Kiri, do you think that Henning's been telling the truth?
No. No, of course not. I think it would take a lot of confidence to walk over to someone on any train carriage and just say to a stranger, be quiet. I don't think, I mean, it's a nice possible way. I don't think you've got it in you.
I agree with Kiri. I think probably not, actually.
You think not? I think we don't think it's true.
No.
You're going to say it's a lie?
Yeah.
OK. Henning, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
Well, to the best of my knowledge, this story is true.
Simon, you're next.
Oh, I want my glasses on. Before being allowed out to play... Very good. Before being allowed out to play, my mum used to write my address on my forehead in a felt tip pen.
What age were you?
Sort of 6, 7, 8.
So how many lines of the address, or was it just a postcode?
She wrote the house number and the name of the street.
Did any other mums in your street do the same thing, or were you the only...
I had not returned home on a number of occasions and not found the house. She said, if you do this again, I'm going to write the name of the house on your forehead.
I think the idea was that a neighbour or a kindly person would see it and say, "Come here, little fella.
Yeah.
I'll take you home."
What a foolproof scheme.
Some kindly fella with a big black hat and a net. Lollipops, lollipops.
She had a cruel side to her.
So how many times did you, as it were, disappeared, and for how long?
Well, there's sort of 3 in a row.
And how many times in a row?
3.
Did you go away from your street and you couldn't remember where your street was, or could you not remember which house was yours?
It was a house.
You couldn't remember which house was yours?
The key was the house, because they were like span houses. They all looked the same.
Right.
They all had pampas grass outside.
And you're wandering around on your own.
It's a swingers joke.
And I've still got your keys, by the way. And you're wandering.
I've still got your wife.
I was wandering lonely as a clown.
At 6 years old?
Yeah, 6, 7, 8.
And so how many times was the address felt tipped onto you?
I told you that, 3.
No, you told me that it was 3 occasions that you'd got lost, which led to the felt tipping policy. Now,
Yeah,
this,
I remember
is what I call an inconsistency.
What do you do with your kids, Lee? Because you've got a young family. How do you keep track of them?
Well, I write on their head, but I put the wrong address on.
Kiri, do you think he's telling the truth?
I do, because his demeanour's changed and he's like a little boy who's been told off.
He's adorable, isn't he?
He is an actor as well. Do we think it's true, do we? I think there was one thing that Simon said that made me think it was true, and that was, you said, like, your mum was a bit spiteful or something like that. You thought that's one of the reasons why she did.
She's going to enjoy this when she watches it.
Yeah, it's a sort of, it is a shaming thing.
Yeah, it is, absolutely.
This idiot doesn't know where he lives. It's what
Now that Jeremy Kyle's gone, we've got a new show to replace him.
So you're going to say it's...
we're going to say it's true.
OK, you're saying it's true. Simon, was it true
that my mother used to write my address on my forehead when I was 6 or 7 was a lie?
Yes, it's a lie. Simon's mother didn't write his address on his forehead before letting him out to play. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. This week, each of David's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest. It's up to Lee's team to spot who is telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Christina. So, Joe, what is Christina to you?
Well, this is Christina. I once borrowed her car, then later watched in horror as a Frenchman crushed it with his lorry.
Right, Joe's carless companion. Kiri, how do you know Christina?
This is Christina, and my dog ate the tip of her finger.
Kiri's dog's dinner, and finally, David, what is your relationship with Christina?
This is Christina. When my list of implausible things that have happened to me that I could talk about on Would I Lie to You blew away, she returned it to me.
So there we have it. Lee's team, where will you begin?
Joe, could you just remind me again what you said? Sorry.
I borrowed Christina's car, then later on a Frenchman crushed the car with his lorry.
So you borrowed her car?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I had to go to a gig in Nottingham.
And you've borrowed the car, you've gone to the gig, and then you've...
What happened was we got down the M1 and everyone said, let's stop and have breakfast like you do. 3 o'clock in the morning, you know.
Have you got other comedians in the car with you?
Yeah. And then I didn't realise, but we were actually in the lorry park and not the car park.
Did the truck reverse into your car?
It did.
All right, now. And you're in the car?
And we're in it,
So why
yeah.
didn't you blow the horn or get attention?
Because it wasn't my car.
But a horn is a horn.
You're still allowed to use the horn. First, Dad, it's not mine. I've got very dirty fingers.
It didn't have the horn in the middle of the steering wheel. Of course, that's the first thing I tried. I went, like that.
No, where was the horn?
It was on the end of a stalk, you know.
How did you fit the stalk in there if you had all this...
You said it was a Frenchman driving this. How would you know? Did he go, ooh,
Well,
le crush?
no, what... What happened was I was trying to find the horn, windscreen wipers.
As ever.
And eventually I did find it, but his lorry had already hit the car and started to make a crunching noise because we were against the wall.
But it properly crushed?
No, not concertinaed it in, but it's...
Well, were you crushed? You're the one that said crushed.
You know, crushed the front
The crumple
bit.
zone, I imagine.
He stopped. I got out of the car, went round to him, and he opened his cab and went...
C'est la vie!
I don't think he said
that's
"C'est la
life."
vie."
That's life!
So go on, talk us through the conversation when you saw Christina.
Well, I phoned her. I said, look, I'm really sorry. I've had an accident with your car.
And she said, not again. Have you not thought about putting plastic sheets down?
So the upshot of it was that I actually did manage to drive it home. It had the grill had sort of half fallen off.
And you drove home like that? Sorry, were you comedians or clowns? Oh no!
Right, what about Kiri?
OK, so Kiri, you're claiming that this lady's fingertip is missing.
Yeah.
It's an interesting one, this, because she is covering her hand, but she would have been told to do that to give her lie a chance, if you like.
Cunning.
Yeah.
Is she a friend of yours?
She's my auntie.
Were you there when it happened?
Yeah.
Where was it?
It was in her kitchen.
In her kitchen. Your dog?
Yeah.
What sort of dog have you got?
I've got Jack Russell.
Little Jack Russell?
Why are you saying it like a little cute? He's taken someone's finger off.
It wasn't his fault. He didn't think it was a finger when he ate it.
What did he think it was? Ate it? Did he gulp it down?
Yeah.
So how much of the finger are we talking here?
So she was peeling potatoes.
Right.
But she was doing it too fast and she had her finger out like that. And then she was doing it really quickly and I was talking to her, so she was distracted. And she just went like that and then a big curl of her finger.
That can happen now.
Well, hang on, so now you're saying she didn't... So it wasn't the end of the finger, it was the sort of fleshy bit.
Yeah, so the tip came off.
Ooh. And you're
then it
Jack
just...
Russell, like a shark. Smelt the blood in the air, leapt up.
And I'm presuming there was blood splurting everywhere.
Yeah, there was a lot of blood.
And what happens next? What did you do?
I didn't do anything, I was just panicking.
Because you thought, there's not going to be no chips now?
So my dad got like loads and loads of kitchen roll and just like held it down and then took her to A&E and she got some stitches.
The dog's still doing all right? The dog's
dead.
It's not... Really? That's a hell of a punishment. I'm not happy about the peeling technique, this away from you. Surely people peel towards them like that, don't they?
What?
Yeah.
No.
I peel towards.
You
I
pull
peel
towards.
towards. I do my carrots the other way.
Enough of the filth.
Right, now then, what about David's?
So remind us again, David.
Well, this is Christina.
Hi, Christina. Give us a wave.
And when my list of implausible things I could talk about on this show blew away, she returned it to me.
So hang on, where were you at the time?
I was in the garden.
How many things were on the list?
Oh, I mean, hundreds of things were on the list.
Well,
Hundreds of amazing things that, unfortunately, I can't tell you about for obvious reasons.
So I just hundreds of things on the list.
Hundreds of things on
and
this
the last
list.
few series have been the best of those things that have happened in your life.
Wow. Because I asked them to save the best stuff for after series 30.
Okay.
In the hope that one of the pair of you will be dead.
You're in the garden to that
Yeah, I've
moment.
been copying the list out onto a fresh piece of paper.
From what?
From an older piece of paper that had become...
You're far more meticulous about this show than I am.
Yes. I keep a piece of paper with me at all times.
Yes, I know.
In my
you
diary.
need to in your condition.
Yeah. Anyway, it'd been folded up in my diary, and I've been adding these amazing, brilliant anecdotes which fans of the show will be familiar with.
Where does it blow to?
Over the wall.
Your heart must have gone into your mouth when you saw all that magic disappear.
Yeah, I thought this is a security issue.
Of course.
Blowing away in the world, someone could photograph it, put it on social media, and there goes series 31 to 36 of this show down the toilet like the paper from the other pocket.
And so it blows over the wall. So is this lady your neighbour?
No. Beyond the wall at the bottom of the house.
Yes.
is some allotments.
Oh. And was she allotting at that time?
She was allotting.
Do you run down, scamper down?
Well, it blew initially. It rested briefly on
a marrow.
On as you rightly say, on a quivering marrow. Rested on the lawn, and so I ambled towards it in quite a relaxed manner, which I later came to regret, because a second gust of wind took it right over the wall into the allotment.
How high is the wall?
100 feet.
Wow. Let's have another guess. Thank God for that trampoline.
It's quite a tall wall.
Right. Is it
but
taller than
not
you?
100 feet. That's an exaggeration.
OK.
So suddenly Christina is just happily in her allotment and she
Yes.
sees your ghostly head rising above a high wall. What a horrible experience.
Well, I certainly do look disgusting. But the upshot was...
She passed you the piece of paper.
She consented to go and pick up the piece
Were
of
you
paper.
not tempted at that
and pass
point,
it to
given
me.
you're so high up on the fence, to just jump the wall and go and get it?
No.
So what was the chain of events that ended up with Christina and you becoming friends? Did you say, oh, you handed that sheet of paper over, ever so lovely, do you fancy ever meeting up for a cup of tea?
No, we've never met up for a cup of tea.
So why is Christina here?
Have you never seen this show before?
All right. We need an answer. So, Lee's team, is Christina Joe's carless companion, Kiri's dog's dinner, or David's helpful hero?
I think it's Kiri's dog's dinner.
Why?
I can see it happening. Seems plausible.
Joe's is plausible up until the driving home bit. You can't be crushed and drive home.
Which way are you leaning, Henning?
Yeah, absolutely, I'm with Simon.
I can see Kiri and him. I can see him having a drink together
as well.
They look very similar.
Yeah.
So we think it's Kiri, do we?
Yeah.
OK.
You're going to say that it's Kiri and the finger and the dog? OK. Christina, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Christina, and Joe wrecked my car.
Yes, Christina is Joe's carless companion. Thank you very much, Christina. Which brings us to our final round, quickfire lies, and we start with... It's Lee.
Oh. I've devised a simple mnemonic to help me remember everything I need to pack when going on holiday. I won't leave the house until I've ticked off everything on my flip-flop list.
David's
OK. I hate to do this, Lee, but could you take us through the mnemonic?
What is a mnemonic?
I can best describe it as new information that I received about 10 seconds ago. No. A mnemonic is basically flip-flop, so the first letter of the list of all the things I've got to remember.
Right.
So, for example, you probably want to know what the first one is, F.
Yes. Yeah.
Can't think of anything beginning with F now. Flip-flop. So flip-flop
So the F of flip-flop you use,
F for flip-flop.
even though the system is the flip-flop system, so you're remembering the word flip-flop anyway, you then waste that first F, reminding you again to take... Is there not a risk you might take two pairs of flip-flop?
No. Because he's doing singular, so he only packs one flip-flop.
They flip-flop.
So that's your first F, but there's another F coming up in a while.
Now you'll know why I said only one flip-flop.
L.
L stands for lipstick.
Why are you taking lipstick?
Because I once... my wife... who always forgets her lipstick, always says, darn, I've forgotten my lipstick, my whole 2-week holiday is ruined, they never have the product I've got in this country. So I got so annoyed by this over the years, I thought, from now on, I'm going to take the lipstick so that when she gets there, she won't start kicking off and ruining the whole trip because her lips aren't red enough. I is for the passport.
I for passport?
Yeah, because it's got me in it, and I remember myself as I. Okay. I must remember... It's I. Who's that? That is I.
It's I for ID.
No, I never went with that system. No. And now I think about it,
I won't help
it's
you.
Crazy.
Lee, you know that in just one letter's time we've got a P, which would seem very well suited for passport.
It would.
So what's P?
My wife's passport.
All right, F.
F. Now, this is an interesting one. F is for francs, the currency. Now, I know what you're going to say. I know what you're going to say. But when I first developed this system, it was because we were going to the south of France and I wanted to remember my francs. And now that the flip-flop system is invented, I can't change it for an E of euro because it'll be flip-a-lop. So I always remember flip-flop. So that's francs. Francs are now euros.
To get your euros.
Or not necessarily euros, it could be dollars.
Foreign currency.
Foreign currency.
F. Foreign currency.
Why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I think? David, there are times when I wish I was married to you.
L.
I don't know if I told you about my wife's habit of wearing a different coloured lipstick on the top lip to the bottom lip. Oh, yes. No, it's an odd look, I'm not going to lie. It's an odd look. So it's another lipstick. Oh. Now, as everybody knows, when you go on holiday, there's one thing you've got to remember. And that is the suntan lotion. I go a weird shade of orange in the sun. And if I think of an orange, I always think of the suntan lotion.
Yeah.
Because orange body, suntan lotion.
I mean, I don't know what you're going to use the P for, because you've covered everything you'd need.
I take a spare passport for my wife, because we have the old passport. You know, you keep the old passport when you renew. I always take it.
Why?
Because
they cut through it.
Yeah, they cut through it. But we once, you know, when you just flash them occasionally, we once lost the passport and used the spare one and went like that, and it worked.
Flip-flop, it's FLIP. It's 8 letters, and you use 3 of them for passports, 2 of them for lipstick.
Yeah.
And over half of it is passports and lipstick.
What do you think, Joe?
Not much.
Kiri, which way are you leaning?
I think it's a lie.
David, what's it going to be?
I think we'll go lie.
Right, well, feel the tension. Lee, were you telling the truth, or was that a lie?
It's a lie.
Yes, it's a lie. Lee doesn't use the word flip-flop to help him pack. That noise signals time is up. It's the end of the show, and I can reveal that David's team have won by 3 points to 2. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Good night. The show with tall tales and tantalising truths. On Lee Mack's team tonight, a former Spice Girl. Ironically, when I asked if I could still call her baby, the response was scary. It's Emma Bunton. And a comedian who is also a BAFTA-winning actress. Winning an award must have done wonders for her career, but not enough to escape this show. It's Jo Brand. And on David Mitchell's team tonight, one of the most famous Shauns in show business, second only to the sheep. It's Shaun Williamson. And a Paralympic gold medalist who once made the 12-person shortlist for Sports Personality of the Year. What an achievement, finding 12 sportsmen with a personality. It's Johnny Peacock. Tonight with round 1, Home Truths, where our panellists read out a statement from the card in front of them. Now, to make things harder, they've never seen the card before, they have no idea what they'll be faced with. It's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Joe, you're first up tonight.
Okey-dokey. At school, I once rubbed stinging nettles all over my face and told my teacher I was ill so I could go and meet a boy in a graveyard.
David's team.
True. So this was a date in the graveyard. Was the boy living?
He was just before we met, yeah.
And these, Joe, you say these are your school days, so we're talking about the 1990s. Now, what was the...
Yeah.
It's my way of being flattering and gentle and chivalrous, you say. Chivalrous. When was this, Joe?
The 1890s.
That would have been the late 60s, actually, early
Late
70s.
60s?
Yeah.
Gosh, OK. So when you walked into the graveyard like this, he must have been shocked to see you.
Rob, he was pleased to see me. He knew what he was going to get.
Whoa. What's he going to get?
I bought him a cake.
So freshly nettled, you go off, you go and find your teacher. What happens then?
Well, I say to the teacher, I'm really not feeling well. I don't know whether I ate something for lunch that's given me some sort of allergic reaction. Can I go home?
I mean, I don't know. I've never run a school. But are you allowed, if a child says they're ill, you're allowed to just say, yeah, off you go?
Well, I said to her that my mum was at home and I lived within walking distance of the school.
It was the late 60s, early 70s. Very different time. Children hadn't long stopped going up chimneys. So what do you think?
Oh, I
Johnny?
think it's so unfeasible, it's probably true to me.
Well, that's the wrong way to reason. It should be unfeasible things are less likely to be true.
Yeah, but...
Although the true things are deliberately picked to be unlikely.
Exactly.
I travelled here by car, for example, never come up. That would be easy.
Sorry, can I just check something here?
Yeah.
Why do you get a car?
It's a class thing, you know.
It still shouldn't make me drive your car.
Right, Joe, in the graveyard with
What
the
do you
young
think?
man.
It's
True.
because it sounds so unlikely.
Yeah.
I still think it's flawed reasoning, but we'll go true.
You're saying that it's true.
Yeah.
Right, Joe. Truth or lie?
It is a lie.
Yes, it's a lie. Joe didn't rub stinging nettles over her face to get out of school. Sean, you're next.
Thank you very much. I once stole the shirt off a scarecrow in order to get into a nightclub.
Leasty.
Wow. Okay. Was you not wearing anything before you went to the nightclub?
Me?
Yeah.
T-shirt, you see.
Okay.
Oh, well, they wouldn't let you in.
Yeah, but well, it is, you know, it's all a bit more relaxed these days because the dress code isn't what it was back in the day.
What was the day? What year?
Back in in my the day, or when this happened?
Well,
it was early 2000s.
Right, so early 2000s, you've gone to a nightclub. Where was this nightclub?
In Rochester.
Rochester is a town, right? And that's why it's got a nightclub in it. And scarecrows don't really tend to be used in towns
What
because
a
they're
very
out
good
in massive
point.
fields.
Thank you, Miss Martin.
When did you find out you needed a shirt to get in the club? Did you go to the club?
When
and
the
then
bouncer said you ain't coming in.
Right, and then you walked back to the scarecrow to get the shirt?
I walked back to the allotment.
This is very high-level play.
This is like chess, isn't it, between Sean and Joe?
Take that, Moriarty.
Do you live in Rochester?
No.
So how did you know there was an allotment in Rochester near the nightclub?
I lived near it then.
Oh, I see.
It's like fencing, isn't it?
But then again, if you lived in Rochester, why didn't you just go home and get a shirt?
Oh, this gets better and better. Oh.
No. I was born in Chatham, but brought up in Maidstone. But my uncle lived in Rochester, and it was one of the allotments on his patch, so I knew where the allotments were. Apropos to the nightclub.
Miss Brown, back to you.
Can I ask, earlier you said you had a T-shirt and trainers and jeans on.
Yes.
And you thought it was a relaxed club, but then you went to the club and they said you need a shirt, but you're not allowed in a club with trainers on.
OK. The bouncer was a
Can
big...
I just say, Sean, you're the kind of person that every time you speak, you always sound like you're going to start it with, I'd like to change my story.
But is that the impression I'm just giving you?
For the sake of the tape, the accused has walked into the room.
The bouncer was a massive fan of EastEnders and was quite embarrassed at turning me away. So I think when he saw the effort I'd made, because I was already 8 pints to the wind, so when he saw the effort I'd made, I think he just couldn't bear turning me away again.
OK.
What do you think, Joe? Could this be true?
I think he'd have had a better time if he'd popped down the graveyard. I think there's a lot of anomalies in it.
This is what I think. A man who knows exactly where an allotment is because he knows the town so well knows you can't get into the nightclub without collars. And for that reason, Sean, we find you guilty.
So what's he saying, Lee? You think it's a lie, don't
Lie.
you?
I think it's a lie.
You think it's a lie? You all
Yeah.
think it's a lie?
We all think it's a lie.
Sean, truth or lie?
It is a lie.
It's a lie. Sean didn't steal a shirt from a scarecrow. Emma, you're next.
I'm next, OK. OK, when the Spice Girls stayed in hotels, we played a special game to test who was the bravest.
What was the game?
We used to dare each other to do certain things.
What was the scariest thing you were ever dared to do?
Sing live?
Rob, you've got to watch that because a lot of people think you're nice.
That's why you get the boat advert and me and him don't, because you're the nicest
Nice one.
Yeah.
But it's all a
Not
facade, because
anymore.
me and David know
Not
actually
anymore.
you are evil.
Yeah.
And now,
Welcome aboard. So, Emma, what sort of things did you do?
So the main one was, and it involved nudity.
Right.
So we used to stay in hotels a lot, obviously, while we were touring.
Yeah.
And we used to dare each other to go, like, run in the hallways, and we had to do that naked.
Naked?
Yeah. We were allowed sometimes to carry a
Clothes.
flannel.
A flannel?
Yeah.
What were you worried was going to happen?
You could cover. You had to choose a part, obviously, to cover.
Victoria could use that as a dressing gown.
So if someone saw you, you could decide which part of you were known by and cover that up.
Tim, cover your face. Yeah.
That's probably the best one, isn't it?
I remember once the girls made me go to the lift.
Yeah.
And wait for the lift to arrive.
No.
And then, obviously, you were lucky if it opened and no one was there.
Oh, no. I suddenly felt like really getting into this story. I suddenly felt I'd been challenged to do it myself. Yeah. Joe, you've toured the country, haven't you, with your show? You've stayed in hotels.
Never found a flannel big enough, Rob.
I think it's the logistics of the game that interest me, typically. I want to understand better how the competition worked.
We'd take two at a time, and then the
Yeah.
first one back, knocking on the door, that would be the winner.
It's a knockout. Two become one. It's simple.
Johnny, what do you think? True?
I think it does sound like it all adds up so far.
Sean, what are you thinking
I've
here?
been consistently wrong tonight, unerringly wrong.
Well, in which case, if you maintain your current strategy, we can use that to win. So, what do you think, instinctively?
Lie.
Lie. Right, it's true then. Right.
So, Emma, truth or lie?
Okay. It is true.
Yes, it's true. The Spice Girls really did run round hotels wearing nothing but a flannel. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. Now, this week, each of David's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest. It's up to Lee's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Shabs. Sean, what is Shabs to you?
This is Shabs. I keep my chicken drumsticks in his nuclear bunker.
Right, so, Sean's bunker buddy. Johnny, how do you know Shabs?
This is Shabs, and he used to regularly park cars on my foot to stop me going anywhere.
Johnny's parking prankster. And finally, David, what is your relationship with Shabs?
This is Shabs, and he's taught his parrot to say, "Nice shoes, Dave," whenever I enter his cobblers.
Lee's team, where will you begin?
Should we start with Sean? Let's start with Sean,
Yes.
I think, yeah? You leave your chicken drumsticks in his nuclear shelter. Is that what you're claiming?
Yes.
OK, enough questions. Johnny. Where is this nuclear shelter?
In a field out the back of his garden.
Which part of the country?
Mid-Kent.
I don't think anyone's ever referred to whatever area you're talking about as Mid-Kent. I mean, people say, where are you from? Oh, I'm mid-British. You're not Mid-Kent.
Oh, so I'm from the Midlands. That's the middle of Britain, isn't it? But anyway... Sean, has he got a freezer in his nuclear bunker?
A very large chest freezer.
How many chicken drumsticks have you got in it?
There's probably in there, I'd say it's a pack of 10, because it's not just drumsticks, you see.
Oh, you're not running a catering firm on the side?
No, I have meat mass delivered, and sometimes I need an overflow. Well, from a regular delivery from a butcher's.
Right. Why are you buying so much meat?
Because what's happening particularly this year, I've been working away a lot, so I haven't been going through the amount of meat I normally go through. So at the moment, there's just a bit of an overflow.
Well, why didn't you stop the order?
How do you know Shabs?
I know Shabs from my local pub cricket team.
What fielding position?
Well, slip and number 4 batsman.
Right. And what does he do?
All-rounder. Excellent.
Sorry, he does everything. He bats, he bowls, he freezes your meat.
Sean, I've never been into a nuclear bunker. What's it like?
OK, so basically, when you approach it, you'll see something that might look like a sort of white, woodeny, one of those slatted beehives, the square beehives.
A slatted beehive,
yeah,
yes.
But what that is, that's I think, is the air conditioning, purifying system. And then there's almost like a hatch, like a submarine hatch.
Yes.
So you climb down a ladder, a metal ladder.
Sorry, can I just check? Have you been watching the Teletubbies recently?
And then you get down the bottom of the ladder. Is there a living area, a bedroom?
Yes, there's a living area. He has got a television and a cracking stack.
Oh, yeah, because after the nuclear war, you're going to get a lot of telly, aren't you? I bet EastEnders survives.
The cockroach of TV shows.
You said it.
I can't go back. But he's got a cracking selection of videos.
Oh, I bet he has.
Video player.
I know. The truth comes out. Yeah. Just going to see Shabs to get some chicken drumsticks. Shall be long.
Right, Lee, who would you like to quiz next?
OK, Johnny, so just remind us again what this fella did to you.
He used to park cars on my foot so I couldn't move.
You couldn't move?
On your prosthetic foot?
Obviously on the prosthetic one.
He's a friend of yours that did this, or is he...
I used to work in a garage, and Shabs worked in the garage.
Where was this, Mid-Kent?
In St Ives.
St Ives?
St Ives?
Not Cornwall St Ives, Cambridgeshire St Ives.
I mean, how did he do it? Because surely you sort of saw the car coming and you moved away.
He'd try and stop on the foot, but sometimes he'd miss. But if he got it, he'd pull the handbrake and get out of the car and walk off.
I want to know, how did it start the first time?
I was working there and Shabs joined, and one of the other guys told me it'd be quite funny because he didn't know that I had a prosthetic leg, to get my foot trapped under a wheel.
To try and spook him?
Yes, but it didn't.
It awoke a sort of bloodlust in him, didn't it?
The start of this story was that
it was
I thought that he was perhaps bullying you a bit, and it turns out it's the other way round completely.
The person you tried to bully at work turned out to be a sociopath.
Right. What about David?
Why does he keep a parrot in the cobblers?
As a pet.
As a
Does
pet?
it-
Yeah, he's not a colleague.
Did you go to the cobblers a lot then? Because for him to go through all the effort of teaching a parrot
Yeah.
to say nice shoes, Dave. I mean, I've probably been to a cobbler's like twice in the last 5 years. So do your shoes kind of wear out really quickly, or?
Well, I suppose I probably do go to the cobblers quite a lot.
Okay, then that's fine. And what sort of voice does the parrot have? Could you give us a taste of the parrot?
I'm so sorry.
A flavour.
You want me to do an impression?
Not so much an impression, more an evocation.
I suppose it would be sort of... I don't know what it's going to sound like until it comes out, so I'll be...
I'm pretty sure it's going to be quite
I'm just
bad.
going to say, yeah, I'm listening to it at the same time as you. So.
Welcome to my world.
Nice shoes, Dave.
That was the most horrible thing you've ever done.
Nothing like a parrot.
You've done some horrible things, but that
Well, look, it's a parrot. You know,
It doesn't sound like a parrot. Are you sure it's not just a rather exotic man that works with Shabs?
Obviously, what you've got to understand is what you heard there wasn't the parrot. That was me. So if you're saying, that parrot sounds like a man pretending to be a parrot.
But it didn't even sound like that, did it? Any parrot worth his salt would say, nice shoes, Dave.
Listen, Rob. You're in the chair. If you want to do a parrot impression at any point, you can just do it. We don't have to go around this ridiculous process.
What's the name of Shabs's parrot?
Graham.
it's sounding more and more like it is a man. It's a man stood in the corner of the shop. This parrot, is he 6 foot?
No.
Does he smoke a cigarette and go, all right, Dave, nice shoes?
All right, we need an answer. So, Lee's team, is Shabs Sean's bunker buddy, Johnny's parking prankster, or David's parrot pal?
I thought Sean told a great story. I love the fact that he's putting his drumsticks in his bunker.
Do you think that's perfectly acceptable?
That sounds like a euphemism, doesn't it?
You believe her?
Here's a question. Does Shabs look like the type of person who would have a nuclear bunker?
Definitely.
I think that Shabs looks like he could work in a garage.
What about David?
The bit I doubt is the fact that you're going to the cobblers so regularly, because that would be the actions of a man who cares what he looks like.
What shoes have you got on tonight?
Do you want me to show you my
Yes,
shoes?
please.
Yes, please.
Should we have a look and see if they're worn?
Oh, nice shoes, Dave.
And they
It's easily done, isn't it?
yeah, these have never been to the cobblers.
You seem to be spending a lot of effort on the shoes and less effort to iron your trousers. Let that be a lesson to you, young man.
I didn't realise my offer to show you my shoes was going to lead to mockery.
But David, you must have suspected it.
Yes.
So you're saying Johnny? Emma?
Yes.
You're saying Johnny?
Reluctantly, I am.
Okay. Right, Shabs, would you please reveal your true identity?
My name is Shabs, and I used to park cars on Johnny's for...
Yes, Shabs is Johnny's parking prankster. Thank you very much, Shabs. Which brings us to our final round, quickfire lives, and we start with... It's Lee.
Possession.
Now, take a look. There's a box under your desk. Place the item from the box on top of the desk first, and then read out the card. Thank you.
This is my lucky dice. I can always roll a 6 with it in 3 goes.
David.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, go on then.
Do you want to know how I came to discover this?
Yes, please.
Just found it in a box.
How long have you had it?
I've had it for about 20 years. The dice, I thought you meant my syphilis.
Where did you get it?
I got it from a woman in Highgate.
I meant the syphilis.
Sorry. I paid for it, $4.99.
Without the dice.
Full of spots.
When did you first discover that you had that these dice or die were indeed lucky?
I was walking the back streets of Hong Kong.
Yes.
I'm down this dark alley.
Right.
There's a weird shop staying open late. I go in, a small bell rings, and a small Chinese man was there. Hang on, this is Gremlins, forget this. This, I got it from Hamleys.
Give us some examples of when you've used this lucky dice.
Well, I've used it. It helped me get together with my first girlfriend.
Oh, do tell.
Yeah, that was her name. It wasn't a real name. It was Janet.
Janet. It helped you get together with Janet.
It helped me get together with Janet, my first girlfriend, because she was a big fan of magic.
Right.
And I said, oh, I can do a magic trick. And she said, what's that? I said, see this dice? I can guarantee, at any point I can roll it 3 times. I'll always get a 6.
And how many times did you do it before Janet said, I love you?
She never expressed her love for me. But after I rolled it once, we slept together.
Well, maybe we should put this lucky dice to the test. Now, to get a proper view, why don't you could come out and use this bit of stage here. You'd be like one of those New York crap shooters from Guys and Dolls.
I mean, when would you like me to get it? Straight away, or would that just ruin it? I think a bit of tension for the last roll.
Bit of tension, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
It's
make it
never
number
gone
3.
wrong in 20 years. I swallowed it. There's the first one. What is it, madam? 5. Oh, sorry, sir. Sorry. Awkward. It's Janet!
So, there's no worries. You've got 2 left.
OK. Here we go. I mean, be honest. It's pretty gripping, isn't it? It's actually pretty gripping stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, people watched Deal or No Deal, didn't they?
Attempt number 2. Here we go. It's 3. 3. So you're sticking to your promise of waiting for the 3rd roll. Where are you going?
Have a little sit down. So, what do we think? Is it true or is it...
You have to follow through on your promises. Right, here we go.
Come on.
Here we go.
Let me say that I personally am convinced that Lee is telling a lie, but that nevertheless he will now roll a 6.
Here he goes. Lee Mack, 3rd roll. Got to be a 6. It's rolling.
What do you think?
So what numbers did I get? Can anyone remember?
5, 3 and 2.
So they don't add up to 6 either.
What do you think?
Can I just check? Is this definitely the dice I brought in?
I've got an idea. We can make this work by just retake Lee reading the card and he says, this is my dice, it occasionally rolls a 6.
So, what are you going to say then, Johnny?
Lie.
Lie. Lee, truth or lie?
It was a lie.
Yes, it's a lie. Lee doesn't have lucky dice. And that noise signals time is up. It's the end of the show, and I can reveal that Lee's team has won by 3 points to 2. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Good night.